So today, before I start, I want to go ahead and just get the pressure washer out and pressure wash this floor. It's kind of sticky. I got some sticky stuff to it. Of course, I got my mark right there, which I want to leave there. But of course, guys, we need to go ahead and clean this thing and get it all pressure washed out and clean. And then we have two projects that are sitting outside that is waiting for my attention. So on this pressure washer, the high pressure line busted. As you can see, there's a hole here. I got a new high pressure line here, brand new, that I'm gonna connect here and here. Don't ask me what it's for. I'm not a pressure washer guy, but I just know that it had broken, so now I need to replace this. All right, guys, pretty simple repair. It's already fixed. So guys, y'all already know the deal. Let's get to work. So I've been on these floors now for about 2.5 hours, and if you can tell, it still looks the same. I'm gonna abort this mission, and I'm gonna need to go wait till these floors dry completely and then get a floor sander, and then that will be able to get the floors, get all of this paint and everything, and make the floors look even. So that is the plan so far. But as far as the walls, clean those off. I gotta wait till those dry too, so I can get ready to throw on some paint. So that is it for this project for right now. So now I gotta pull the cars back in. I'm gonna finish up on this Hyundai right here and get it ready for paint. So today we're gonna go ahead and get this thing taped up and prepped so we can get ready to spray it. As you can see, we got a couple of different colors going on here that needs to be addressed, and then plus we have this body work that we need to do. All right. Now we're about to go ahead and start doing some of this body work. We got some dents here. You know, y'all see them. Here, we got a few little dents over here while we were taking it out. So we got to go ahead and correct those, and of course, fix this right here and the bottom one as well. So guys, all I'm gonna do is take 80 grit, rough it up, and then I'll put a little filler in it, and then we're gonna come back and sand it, smooth, primer, and then we're gonna call it a good deal. So that's the plan of action. Y'all already know the deal. Let's get to work. Okay, so here go all the spots that I went through and sanded with 80 grit. We also got in here and at the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out this trim here, get that out of my way. So then I can go ahead and do the filler. Here's my filler. Just gonna take this, take a little bit of this. I like to put on light coats of body filler because I hate sanding. So all this is going to get a thin coat on the areas where I got the welds, where I welded at. I'm going to use fiberglass filler because it's just a lot stronger. But this is pretty much Bondo here, and that's going to fix all those little dents and dings that we got going on. But just remember, this I only put light coats. Then all I want to do is just a little line right across it. Bam. That's what I want right there. I'm gonna mix it up. Okay, so now we're all done with doing the body work. So now I'm gonna go ahead and sand the entire car. Here we want to use a scuff pad, and all we're gonna do here is just take the shine off the paint. So you see how it's shiny here? And all you're gonna do is just rub it until it starts looking dull. And the reason why we do this is because when you're getting ready to paint, you want the paint to have something to grab a hold to. So if I would have painted over this right here where it's shiny, the paint would not stick and it'll flake off. So you probably seen it on some cars where the paint is just flaking off. That's because it wasn't prepped properly and they didn't sand it. So using a scuff pad, because I want to use something very light because we're going to go back with the same color. So we're not trying to take the color away from this. We're trying to keep the color. So basically when you get done, you're going to achieve this look. Where you see it's all been already sanded this side. Make sure you don't sand any of your trim, it will scratch it. Sometimes I like to run tape on over my trim just to be safe, but I've been doing this for a while, so my hand is kind of steady, so I never have any issues. But if it's your first time doing it, make sure you tape up your trim so you don't touch it with this, because it will leave scratches in it. You already know the deal. Let's get to work. Yo, so at this point now we made a lot of headway. We got all the body work done. We did all of the sanding all the way around this thing. So now, as you can see right now, we got silver doors and the car is red. So what that means is when you open the door, bam, you're gonna see silver. So we gotta take this door panel off, all the trim, all the way around, and we need to paint the door jamb. Which I'm not gonna paint this part of the door jamb. I'm gonna paint the actual door jamb itself. So, which I wish this was already off before the person installed this door, because I could go ahead and spray it before it had got put on, but this is what you're left with, and I'm gonna show you how you do this. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing in this door, but of course we gotta do the whole door jamb in this one because we actually paint it. So we gotta prime all of these areas, and we also gotta paint this door as well, which most of the door panels are already off of this one, surprisingly. So after we take all that down and then sand the doors, we're gonna go move right here, and then we're gonna prime all of this. Then after we prime it, we're gonna wet sand all the primed areas, and then we're gonna wash this thing and then get ready to tape it up for paint. That's the plan with this thing. It's actually going pretty smooth. The only thing, man, I love this shop, but right now it's a little warm in here. But besides that, man, this car is going together really well, and this is actually gonna be the first finished product to actually leave this shop. So it's actually a blessing and a milestone to even be in this position right now. But guys, y'all already know the deal. Let's get to it. One thing I like to do while I'm working on a car, I always utilize the trunk. I put all of my important pieces and parts, everything in the trunk. So whatever can fit, put it in the trunk, because when you come back, you will always know where it's at. So I don't never leave it on the floor. I always just stuff it in the trunk. So this is probably a good idea, just to put everything in there, because you already know if you took it off the car, it's in the trunk. So it's easy, accessible. You might have to thumb around through a few things, but you will always have everything that you need because you put it in the trunk and not just lay it around on the floor. All right, so all the door jambs are all sanded, you know, right here. Well, no, I didn't do it right here. I just did it right here in the door of the front door. But here on the back door, it's sand all the way down to right there. And I went up here to right here. So my plan is to paint all right here and burn in the clear, so I don't have to paint the whole door jamb. I'm gonna burn the clear in right here. So just burning in the clear is just using a little reducer and fading it in to where it all blends. So I'm gonna blend my clear on those 2 points, so I don't have to paint the whole thing. But of course, all of this stuff, bare metal and stuff, is getting primed, etch prime and prime. right, I got this thing all taped up, ready to go to be primer. For the inside, so put some more paper and tape in here as well before I spray that in the top area. But basically, when you're spraying primer, just keep it on low pressure. You're not trying to shoot it like you're shooting paint. So I normally shoot around like 15, 20 pounds of pressure. Not a whole lot of pressure at all. So guys, that is it for this video. Man, I'm impressed with all the work that we got done so far, and we're still not done yet. So guys, like always, hit that like button and smash that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.